Here we go, finally jumping into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Blacklist International versus Onic Philippines, game number 1.
Yeah. Okay, so you always think about where the Franco will start or where the Lancelot will be, and of course Boloyski finding out that it's going to be the purple buff. Already Dexter guarding this Lancelot.
I mean, that's like literally the only thing you can do, right? But one thing I will say that Raphael really has is a lot of early kind of damage that just stacks up, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have the movement speed available to you, the sustain. But again, will that be enough? We can also notice that both junglers are once again having the Demon Slayer jungle emblem. So the pace will be set here. It's got to be matched by Blacklist International, though.
Yeah, I think in this heroes chosen by Kevir and Kyrie, it could be beneficial. Like the Demon Slayer emblem really works. But if you're some hero using as Roger, there's a lot of damage being sacrificed if you use this emblem. So I say for Onic here, that they have a lot of map coverage, try to disturb things in Blacklist International's hand, and maybe right now they're just making Blacklist react on the first early progress.
One thing I will say about having a Franco, though, is yes, you have a lot of early game pressure and potential.
Yeah.
But later on, let's say mid to late game, if you're not landing hooks, right? But again, this is Boloyski. But if you're not landing hooks, it kind of falls off. Yes, you still have the ultimate to lock someone down. Actually gets a pull there, but again, not going to convert into anything just yet. Once you run out of that, you don't have as much for the Franco.
Yeah, that's why Kevir made the wise choice of going for the jungle emblem for the Lancelot, and that means that he will not be lagging behind the lane.
Yep, Haji's going to take some damage here. There you go as well. They're going to push him back. Hatred going to flicker, actually. Not sure if he needed that, but the turtle is now up as well.
There's a lot of disturbance that Onic Philippines try to do against Blacklist International. Good pokes there, vision, and as well as trying to get coverage of this one. But Haji here gets a good view.
Boloyski's got to flicker out. He's in the wrong territory here. Takes the speed.
Oh!
He's going to go into the bush, but at what cost? Goes down. First blood going over to Edward here. Blacklist International now has a clear taking for this turtle.
That fall was kind of like needed if ever Blacklist International gets a good view here of the turtle. And one thing that they've done here is quite amazing. So Baloy went to kind of deep in that area. So yeah, going back to your point here, Nine, so it's all about the mid and the late game. Could be a bad side also for a Franco, because if you don't get your combo in, or those combos in, it could mean something bad for your team.
Yep. Well, did I just see the first item that Oheb picked up?
Genius One. That's right. Very early on. I think he didn't pick. You should not be able to pick up like Boots plus Genius One at this point, and this means that there's a lot of damage against both the Franco as well as this Uranus. So Boloyski has to be careful tanking some of the damage coming out from the Kimi. I also want to say Blacklist International already survived the early game storm of this Boloyski Franco. In fact, they are having a better time compared to Onic Philippines.
Yeah, Wolf is correct here. You know, they have Onic might be trying to make Blacklist react on those things that they have coverage on the map. At the same time, they're covering their path is actually going correctly in their favor.
Oh, Marky has to flicker, but he's going to take a lot of damage. He goes down here. This time goes over to Oheb. They grab one and they back off.
That is the movement speed rotation for Blacklist International. They need rotating as one, as Oheb prioritized going back to the thought of the Genius One. You have reduced magic defense effect in the side of Onic Philippines here early game, and going back to the replay.
Yep, the replay. We're going to see Marky trying his best to take that siege minion. Was able to actually do so. That's why he did not flicker to his base.
Oh, my goodness. Boloyski coming in with the flicker hook combo here. They finally get on the board.
That's the combo. Boloyski is hungry for those hooks. Man, I saw him play this game last time, and man, it went really nice in their favor. Now, it's all about him getting the timings here. But now, just looking at that replay, things are going to get so aggressive for Onic Philippines right here.
We'll see if they actually are going to be able to contest this turtle. It's going to be taken quite quickly. Blacklist International, but it's going to be secured by Kevir.
Well done.
The battle of the junglers there with their retributions. And Blacklist International right now in the lead.
Yep. You know what's interesting is that Kyrie already has level 8 before that happened, and he still lost the retribution battle against Kevier on this Lancelot. So this is what Blacklist International needs. Confidence!
Oh, the pull.
There's going to be a lockdown, but the rest of Blacklist International is going to be here.
Whoa.
They take out Beloy. It was a mistake, sir.
Oh, Dexstar with the healing. They knew what could come from that mistake, man. Oh, man. We're seeing Blacklist International in a coordinated manner, but same time, Onic, Dilarski doing Dilarski things in the enemy space. Just trying to get in. And hey, I'm just here, guys. Don't mind me.
The eternal battle.
It continues.
It continues from game to game here, as we always get to see the Esmeraldas versus Uranus here. And, you know, going back to what you said earlier, they survived the game plan, the early game plan for Onic Philippines. They're doing a great job at it for Blacklist International. They've managed to grab a minor gold lead here. And I feel like at this point, Blacklist International scaling is obviously better, but how long will it continue on? If Onic Philippines is able to build a little bit of magic resistance, maybe they have a better chance here.
I agree. You see Baloyski already rotating the bottom lane. This is a very nice move coming out from Onic Philippines, but even better is the answer coming out from Blacklist International. Rafaela and Kimi is a very, I would say, traditional, I would say vintage kind of strategy. But we know can push lane so
goes in with the flicker, the lockdown, not going to survive that one. Beloyski still alive, taking shots from the turret. Rest of Blacklist International going to come down. Thrown out here from Haji. He finds one. It's now a 1-for-1.
Oh, you look at that. You know, Beloyski says you're just a tower. I'm me here, okay? But that, the response of Blacklist International, they know how to cover the tracks here. They're trying also to check on the missing points that Onic can also find. But that, man, the trades keeps on happening.
Wow. Looks like Kyrie just stole that one away from Blacklist International. So they actually grabbed their first turtle here. Going to be a nice pick here from Kyrie. Again, he's not able to move around the map as much as he wants to, because what we're seeing from Blacklist International is a form of that Ube strat that they're used to. They're always together, right? So he has to be very careful not to get picked off here.
I like what you said about what Blacklist International is doing, because honestly, when I look at how they move the map, it seems like their understanding of the map is never left the organization. It's just that they're making some of the mistakes. That's why they're losing the games. But if you're looking at particularly this game, they seem like they're in control of the map.
It's classic. I mean, you know, looking at the panel matchup earlier on this Rafaela, Dexstar and Beloyski is a native, also a veteran user of this hero, and these also settle things that, hey, I know also to use that, but on Blacklist International, they're not trying to be predictable at times, because it can also be tricky, just like this.
Edward once again getting locked down, focused on by Onic Philippines. They find another one. Beloyski with a kill, plus the turret. Rest of Blacklist International going to go ahead and work here on this mid, but Onic Philippines finding pick after pick to crawl back into the game. They take out the gold lead. They're going to be crashing down here. Are able to find a connection. Beloyski goes down, has to flicker out. Ohed's still alive. Now they're working on Dilarski. That's going to be the Tempest Blaze being popped. They grab 2 for 1.
Oh, that trade on downtown from that tower and a hero, that could mean bad business for Blacklist International. He just left the tower on its own. They were trying to protect that turret, but that cost gave so much to Onic to just move away for that push, and also getting a good view on this next objective.
So, you know, that was I would say scary gamble coming out from Onic Philippines, going for the play with the flicker on Beloyski's being committed into the Esmeralda. And Blacklist International could have easily pushed Onic in the mid lane. But what really happened is that Onic Philippines was able to dodge some of the spells of Blacklist International because of 2 iframes.
Here we go. Dexstar, he's got to flare out, but he's not going to be able to survive. That's going to be the Tempest Blaze as well. Haji goes down. Edward's going to be focused on 2. That goes Beloyski and Hatred. Kevier turning it around here, finds another one. Trying to get out. That's going to be a double kill. Dilarski flickering in, gets the kill. Look at this action. 2 and he gets taken out. Double kill for Oheb. Blacklist International now focusing on the Lord.
Oh, the play of Beloyski. Blacklist turning on the tables, getting on that good view and taking this Lord, first Lord of the game. And man, oh man, the sustain, even though Dexstar was the first casualty, you were able to burst that out with Hajin as well as Edward going in.
Wow.
If you're
kiting
Baloski.
Man.
Yep, Oheb is already up with a Genius 1 and the Berserker's Fury. You know that that's the typical third item for the Kimmy, and when you already have that Berserker's Fury, you deal so much damage. And in that previous clash, Blacklist International was able to win it, even after like losing so much from the damage output of Onic. Just because of the positioning of Oheb, Blacklist International won that. And you had to think about it, like Oheb was already dying when that happened. But then again, Onic Philippines ran out of steam, and now they have to defend. Blacklist International, they have such a strong siege composition.
Yep. Now they're going to be sieging this Tier 2 turret in the top lane, forcing Onic Philippines with their backs against the wall here. They grab that one. Meanwhile, Kevier is going to work at the middle Tier 1 turret. Going to grab that for himself as well. So Blacklist International converting 2 turrets so far. There's going to be the hook coming out from Whiskey to lock down as well. This should be a kill going over here, but he's still alive somehow. Gets out of dodge just in time. Finds one on Beloisi. That's going to be another kill going over here. Haji goes down this time around. They're pushing him back here. Tempest Blade is going to be popped. It has to back off as well. So far, a 1-for-1 trade. But Blacklist International finding the space on the map.
Oh, the space. The Kevier makes an avenue to peel off Onic back. I mean, that could be a disaster for Blacklist International to stay in that point. But man, the burst coming in, looking at that replay, Wolf.
So, Hatred... so Hatred prioritized using the Lightness ultimate. If he committed for the Darkness ultimate back then, they could have taken down the Lancelot much faster.
Going to be a lockdown once again. Beloisi has to flicker out here. Kevier in the back, joining the fight. Hand of Execution finds one. That's going to be a mega kill for Oheb, though. Delarski's in trouble. Check out Kyrie. He's got to back out as well. Onic Philippines down 1 here. Blacklist International full control.
Oh, going back to what Wolf there said, like Onic Philippines, they need to make their choices correctly in getting that correct hook on who to get that subtraction of damage inside of Blacklist. Oh my God, the burst!
The burst coming out from Haji. But now, once again, Onic Philippines has to back off here. Finding another kill. Kevier here. Gonna dash, gonna bob, gonna weave. Kyrie still there as well, but there's 4 members. Blacklist International here now with a comfortable lead as well. Onic Philippines having a very difficult time.
Nope. The defense from Onic isn't that great without the Lunox. This is going to be a big problem for them unless...
Finds another hook, but look at the damage. Edward still alive here. Now they're going to be working on the turret. That's 4 down for Onic Philippines.
Oh my.
Kyrie trying to do his best to defend the base, but that's just too much. Oh my gosh. Damage. Blacklist International looking to take game number 1 here against Onic Philippines. Marky still defending. Able to just buy a little time here. Onic Philippines still in the game. Blacklist International loses 2.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the perfect time to explain things because every time we see something, action just keeps on happening. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Blacklist International really finding the right targets onto Onic Philippines. Aside from that last push, and honestly, I thought that it will be, that it's already over. And Kyrie, although he died in there, I think that was a necessary death on the lane.
Yeah.
If he didn't sacrifice himself for that kill onto that single minion, as well as Blacklist International that foes him, it would be over. But now without Oheb and Kevier, Onic Philippines wants this Lord.
Onic Philippines, Dexar taking a huge amount of damage. Has to back off. They secure the Lord. Onic Philippines turning it around here. Now in the driver's seat.
Oh, that. I believe Edward was trying to get a good view there, was trying to check in if ever they can pull off another steal, but it was a bit of control trying to build here in the base. But now looking at this, Onic has an advantage with this Luminous Lord, but also I think Blacklist International can still sustain and melt this one once they get in.
Yeah, Blacklist International has a ton of damage, so they should be able to make quick work of that Lord despite it being luminous. But at the same time, you have to consider the fact that they're going to lose some turrets here. Onic Philippines will be knocking on the base of Blacklist International. Everybody's going to be up. No connection here just yet. But Blacklist International going to be able to defend so far.
You know, there's a lot of defense from Blacklist International. I don't think that will ever be a problem for them. That's why Onic Philippines, they should be careful. And the only reason for them to get a push here against the inhibitors maybe is a pickoff.
Yeah, they need the hook.
There's going to be the
Absolutely.
charge coming in.
Okay,
the
here
Lord.
we go.
They're going to look to crack open the base here. It's not down just yet. Both turrets, mid and bottom, do go down to Blacklist International. Onic Philippines going to make the smart play here and back off so far.
You know, I just caster cursed myself. I told you that they needed a pick-off, but Kyrie, man, he was the reason why they were able to get that victory. He essentially divided the workforce of Blacklist International by applying pressure in the mid lane, outplaying Blacklist International, and getting a push.
Oh, here we
Here
go.
comes
Signal
it.
here. Hatred has to pop the Brilliance. Kyrie looking for some damage to output here. Pops the Tempest of Blades, looking to get a kill on Haji. Backs off. Hook not going to connect, though. They might just be happy to take the purple away so far.
Oh, this is the expiration that you're talking about, Naisu. The hooks in the later stage of the game needs to be correct. The timing needs to be correct, because if you break that momentum and the combo, it all means business for Blacklist International to take charge, man. Shield degeneration, also burst coming in. There's a lot of follow-up, so maybe right now they're trying to make that like good entrance once they miss that hook or even setup from Onic Philippines.
See, they left the purple buff, the younger purple buff.
Oh.
And this means that Onic Philippines is more interested into taking away the purple buff from Blacklist International rather than just taking it, because they can't give it to the Kimi. Kimi in the late game with the purple buff is very, very strong.
Yeah.
We see Kyrie picking up the Athena's shield, knows that against the burst of Blacklist International through the Kagura as well as the Esmeralda, he might not be able to survive. That's why he picked it up. And you see Baloyski picking up the Radiant Armor as well. All the magic defense now for Onic Philippines is very, very important.
He needs to soak it up.
Yeah.
Looking at Haji's items right now, Baloyski will be the one, hey, come and get me. I'll be the sponge here for Onic Philippines. But in the wrong positioning, Blacklist can target a different path, and that's where the science cannot be explained if that happens.
Yeah, we'll see here. Again, magic resistance is the key. Onic Philippines definitely has it. Going to be working. That's going to be a quick
Yep.
work of this Lord here. They grab another Luminous Lord. Going to be much tougher to defend against. But Blacklist International still has one turret in their base as well.
Yeah, because we haven't been seeing Lunox picked up a lot of times in MPL, we forgot how quick the combination is to take down the big objectives like the Lord most particularly, because that's Lunox and Clint very strong into taking the objectives.
Yeah.
And the problem with Blacklist International is that we are seeing the straight up advantage of Uranus versus the Esmeralda, because once the laning stage is over, Uranus will have a better time at managing the lanes compared to an Esmeralda.
Well, we'll see how Onic Philippines handles this one. Can Blacklist International defend against this Lord and the power-up minions? Delarski in the front here. Beloyski going to be looking for a pick. Lord does go down. So again, Blacklist International so far, a great successful defense. Can they hold on to this top turret? They've got the line of minions marching down. So far, doing a great job here. Onic Philippines just waiting for the moment. They're going to be working on this turret. There's going to be the flicker.
That's the hook.
Gets the hook off. Killing spree for Marky, but Hatred has to pop the Brilliance. Blacklist International going to be down two. Dexstar in the back, pushing him away, trying to heal up as best as he can, trying to give the speed as well. They're defending so far the best they can here. Looking to clean up. Hatred still alive, though. Not going to be enough. Kevin goes down. Onic Philippines now. Edward going to have to flicker out here to survive, and that's going to be it. Onic Philippines turns game one around.
Oh, Onic Philippines managing to turn around the tables, man. They had this grip to not give up yet, because it's all about activating that combo that they had in the early game.
Yep. Like we said, it doesn't matter how many hooks you miss in the entire game. In the clashes and the skirmishes that matter, with Baloyski just snagging everything, like that's biting over the most important target in the